Hey guys, happy Saturday. So first of all, this may be the worst video quality you have ever seen in your life, but it's going to serve a purpose, so we'll just roll with it. First of all, welcome to Freedom from the Scale. Hopefully this week will give you an opportunity to kind of see what clean eating is, what it looks like, and kind of just use it to build a good foundation for your future eating habits and your future fitness. You should have gotten the meal plan by now. If you did not get it from me yesterday, give me a yell and let me know so I can get that to you. You do not have to follow that meal plan exactly. That is just kind of a guideline to kind of show you, like, say, the food groups that are good to eat together, that are good to eat at certain points of the day. Because the purpose in meal planning is to make sure that not only are you making healthy choices and getting healthy options, but you're also fueling your body throughout the day. You don't want to eat nothing but protein in the morning and all your carbs in the afternoon, or vice versa. You need a good healthy balance throughout the day of all your different food groups so that your body has the fuel it needs. When possible, it is best to eat organic. However, organic is often very expensive. Kind of the rule of thumb in our house is the Dirty Dozen. You may have heard of those. I will send you guys a screenshot of those. The Dirty Dozen, we always purchase organic. Those are things that even when it's the last week before payday, we still purchase organic. You guys know, a lot of you work in the school system with us. You know we get paid once a month, so I will be honest and say the first couple of grocery trips have a few more organic foods than maybe the last couple of grocery trips for the month. So but when it's possible, we do try to get those products and those foods. Something you may already know, but I just want to throw that out there. When you first start eating clean, when you first start trying to not eat all the preservatives, not eat all of the additives, not eat all of the sugar, you're going to feel a little yucky the first day or two. Day one will be great. Day 2 and 3, maybe not so much. So I don't want you to get into this if you do put your heart and soul into this and get to Wednesday or Thursday and be like, oh, I feel like crap. You may not. When I started 80-Day Obsession in January, even though we already did a pretty good job trying to buy clean foods, if you will, it was still a big adjustment because of removing so much sugar from my diet, but I didn't have any issues. However, there were people in my challenge group that I was in that were like, day 3 and 4, I felt like I had the flu. So, I mean, some of them, it was just kind of over the top for. At the same time, I don't know how much sugar they were used to eating in a day. Maybe they ate 2 Little Debbie cakes every morning or whatever, and then all of a sudden they didn't. So keep that in mind. Everybody's different. If you do start feeling sluggish, that it's part of the process. I promise it will pass. It's no different than like my new moms out there. If you were used to having a lot of caffeine and then you get pregnant and you try to limit yourself to the amount of caffeine you have, you go through that lull, you go through the headache. But once you're over the hump, you're good. I'm trying to make this short and sweet so that it won't be too cumbersome to watch or go through. If you have questions throughout the week, do not hesitate to reach out to me by email, by phone. You guys have my number in one of the first emails I sent. You're welcome to call. You're welcome to text. You're welcome to send me a private message on Instagram. Whatever is easiest for you. Keep in mind, this is really like a push every day for a week kind of accountability thing. Kind of just gives you a sneak peek into what I do in my regular accountability groups. Those run for 3 weeks to a month, depending on the program that's with them. But we'll talk some more about that later in the week. What you are going to see from me this week are some random videos throughout the week. They won't be long. They'll be short clips, maybe just about some different things that I want you to be mindful of for that day. Some recipes I shared with you already in the meal plan. The Fixate cheesy steak skillet recipe. Oh my gosh, it was so good. Like, I'm pretty sure Ricky got tired of hearing me say how good I thought it was. He liked it, but I also like that he kind of put his own little tweak on it. He was like, I like the green beans, but I think it would be good with broccoli in place of the green beans. By all means, make it your own. That is actually a recipe that came from the Beachbody On Demand website. There's a cooking show on there that Autumn Calabrese and her brother Bobby do, and it's called Fixate, so that's why it's called Fixate Cheesy Steak Skillet. Something else that I don't think I put in your meal plan, make sure that you notice that I did say about your snacks. They should be raw fruits, raw vegetables. You can throw a healthy fat in there, some almonds, not half the bag of almonds. Some almonds or a mozzarella cheese stick that's low fat or reduced fat. Those are good for things like that. Lemon in your water, strawberries in your water, whatever you want to do to flavor it. Coffee, if you can drink it black, have at it. I have gotten over the past couple years where I can just drink it black, and that's the way I want it now. If you have to have creamer, not half the bottle. But do what you need to do. But that's a good option when you're wanting something different to drink if you don't like to drink water, but mostly water if you can at all. Unsweetened tea is fine. At night, if you want a green tea, a chamomile tea that's kind of relaxing, those are fine too. And keep in mind, this is all about you. You know why you're doing this. You know why you decided to try this clean week. So you roll with it and you do what works for you. Do not feel like, oh my gosh, I'm restricted and I have to stick right to this. Absolutely not. The whole thing is about a balance. If you are trying to lose 200 pounds, then yes, you're going to go through that period where you really need to stick to this. If you're trying to lose 50 pounds, you're going to go through a period where it's important for you to really, really stick to this. But with that being said, it has to be about the balance. 80% of the things we're putting in our bodies should be good, clean, healthy things that are going to fuel us. The 20%, I know you guys probably saw my post while I was on the cruise. That other 20% is for the days that you just want to eat the cake. Something that I have found, and it's very important during this time if you're not used to eating clean. If you are just really, really, really craving something, from personal experience, if I am craving the Oreos, I am better off to go get an Oreo and just walk away and eat it and be done with it than I am to wait 2 or 3 days and keep putting it off, because then I go get the bag of Oreos and then I eat half the bag. And that's not doing me any good at all. So kind of keep those things in mind. It's about a balance. It's not about restricting yourself. It's not about saying I absolutely cannot have these things. If you say I'm going to restrict myself and I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that, you're going to set yourself up for failure from the get-go. You have to have those few little sweet rewards in there, and that's absolutely fine. What you will get from me is a daily check-in email also. And basically on the daily check-in email, you are going to rate your day. That's where the accountability comes in. When you respond to that email, I want you to reply all. That way everybody in the group sees everybody else's email. It's kind of like the same thing as if this were in a Facebook group. You would see everybody else's posts that were within the group. I chose to do this one by email because all of my friends who are on this one do not have a Facebook account. So it made it just a little easier to run it through the email. You're going to rate your food from 1 to 5, and all this will be on there, but just so you know what to expect. You're going to rate your water intake from 1 to 5. Keep in mind your goal for water intake is half of your body weight in ounces every single day. Okay. And you're going to rate your rest. How do you feel like you did with rest? When it comes to losing weight, eating healthy, and feeling your best, rest and the amount you're getting of sleep each night is just as important as the types of food you're eating for fuel and how much water you're drinking. I have some new moms in this group. I know that part's difficult. You may not get 7 consecutive hours of sleep a night. You might be saying, Lord, Christy, I don't remember the last time I did get 7 consecutive hours. But just rate your rest so that we kind of know where you are. You know, if you only had 4 hours of sleep, but it was because the baby was up half the night, that's fine. Don't get down on yourself. Say, I only got 4 hours of sleep not because you chose to sit up half the night, okay? If this were a regular, longer term accountability group, there are 2 more things that we would rate. We would rate our workout, and we would rate the personal development we did for ourselves that day. Again, I'll talk a little bit more about those later in the week. If you want to share those, in this group, that's fine, but I'm not going to say that you have to rate those and share those. So food intake, water intake, and your rest. And the first time that I send that out on Monday, I will actually rate my own first so that you can kind of see what I'm talking about. And I'll be rating mine every day along with you because it holds me accountable as well. I think that's all I want to share with you tonight. You will get on Sunday probably an email from me. It will be actually like a screencast showing you how to access your free workouts. The free workouts are going to be in the Clean Week section of Beachbody On Demand. These workouts are yours forever. You have this account set up with me now. When this week is over, it doesn't matter if you never see me again, if you never talk to me, and those workouts are yours. They're in there. You can access that account anytime, anywhere, and go with it. You're going to notice some things about the Clean Week workouts, and I will kind of focus more on those in the video on Sunday so that this one's not so long. You do not have to do the workouts this week. They're not required, but keep in mind, they're there. They're free. They're yours. Use them. See what it feels like to have a week where you've gotten your nutrition on point, you've gotten your water on point, which is part of your nutrition, and your rest on point, but you're going to try to get your fitness on point. If you have 50 things going on next week, maybe you're a teacher who's in the middle of testing. I apologize. I'm having to squat to get this video in, so that's my workout for the day. Just kidding, but I am getting tired, so we'll wrap this up. You're probably getting tired of listening to me. What was I saying? Got sidetracked there. Oh, so just keep in mind if you want to get one thing on point first and go back and do the workouts the next week and start bringing it all together. That's totally fine. That's totally up to you. Now, with that being said, I'm not dumping you in a week. You're not going to hear from me every single day for me to say, oh, how'd you do today? What'd you eat? What'd you drink? Are you on track? Are you on point? But I am going to keep up with you. Okay? I'm your coach. You are stuck with me now, unless you say, leave me alone. So if you have any questions, again, reach out to me, please. Have a great Saturday. Enjoy the warm weather, and I will talk to you soon. See ya.